You're still watching the game. Gilas Women started their SEA Games campaign with a dominant victory over Cambodia with the final score 114-54. Our SEA Games correspondent Paolo Del Rosario was right up in the action, so let's go behind the scenes of their opening match.
It is day one, game one for the Gilas Women in their bid to make it a three-peat in the Southeast Asian Games. And it'll be a tough test to start off. Cambodia, the host nation, is up next. The Gilas Women faces a beefed-up field in the women's basketball tournament in the 32nd Southeast Asian Games. The first test comes in the form of a heavily reinforced Cambodian team eager to bounce back from an overtime loss against Malaysia. The Philippines and Cambodia battle hard in the first quarter. But pressure from the Philippines pays off on the defensive end, and Gilas runs riot by halftime.
Let's try to show everybody that we can do better. Let's go. Don't stop, please. 0. 1, 2, 3. Together!
In the end, it was a 114-54 victory for the Philippines in their title defense opener. El Fajardo led the charge while Jack Animam overcame a slow start to put up the usual numbers.
Siguro sabihin ko, for the past how many weeks, I've been really jittering to play the first game and playing the first game against the host nation. Talaga naman they came all out. But, you know, we just took advantage what we could get from them.
There is no rest for the weary, however, as the Gilas Women play their second game of the campaign the very next day against Singapore.
We're just happy to, you know, tapos na to move on to the next game. Hopefully, magawa ulit namin to, you know, sustain what we're doing.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together!
From the 32nd Southeast Asian Games from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, Paolo Del Rosario.
And sustain they did. Boom. They won over Singapore just earlier. And that was our SEA Games correspondent, Paolo Del Rosario, with Gilas Women's head coach, Pat Aquino, after their first game of the tournament.
Gilas Women have already played their second game, as Z mentioned, against Singapore and came up victorious with a final tally of 94-63. The women's team is now one step closer to defending their title and going for that three-peat, the historic three-peat in the Southeast Asian Games. Now, on the other hand, the men's team of Gilas is currently playing the host country, Team Cambodia. The team is looking to keep their record blemish-free as they hope to reclaim the crown after Indonesia cut the chances of a 14-peat. And you can watch the games live on One Sports. Now on to the bigger picture. The Philippines continues to pile up the nation's medals, and as of 6 o'clock today, here is our updated medal tally. Now you can see the Philippines dropping to the 6th place with 27 golds, 46 silvers, 60 bronzes. Singapore took over the 5th spot, which we were occupying for a while. But we do have a better total medal tally, 133 to their 89. And hopefully, we can still climb up, maybe to 5th, 4th, and maybe even 3rd again.
Malayo pa, matagal
pa. Marami pang mangyayari.
All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ziher Basho.
And don't forget to catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. I'm Boom Gonzalez, and this has been The Game.